Hi, let's create a Vivado project for getting started with Edge Spartan 7 FPGA development board. For that, we have installed Vivado 2019.1. Open it. Spartan 7 FPGA is only supported via Vivado software. IOC software can support up to Spartan 6. So this is the Vivado software in which we have to select a create project under quick start and create new project, in which we have a project location which was mentioned as a D drive with FPGA Trading Edge Spartan 6. Create your directory and give it a name, project name. I give it as a half adder. Then, so the project can be of RTL project. So select RTL project and click next. So if you have any existing source for creating new source, we can use this window, but we are simply going to skip these things and create a new source later. Next, we have an option for adding a constraints, that is pin detail of Spartan 7 FPGA. Next, so this is the important section where we have to select the device name. So we have to select Spartan 7 FPGA with exact specification. Either you have to select under these categories, or you can go to boards and select the appropriate board. Here we have a Edge Spartan 7 option. So we have to select this Spartan 7 and click next. Now you can see that board was selected as Edge Spartan 7 with the part name as XE7S15 FTGB196 -1. That is the FTGB is the 196 is the package with the speed grade -1. Finish. Now we have a complete Vivado project guide open, in which on the left side we have a flow navigator. So this is the step-by-step flow that we are going to do. Like first we create a source or add the source, and then we have, if we want to create a instead of going for source, we can create some IPs using block diagram method. Once you do that process, then you have a simulation, then RTL analysis, synthesis, implementation. So these are the different flows which we can perform through this window. Then we have a project manager which consists of source tab. In this source tab we have whatever the sources available, like HDL or VHDL or Verilog file, that source can be available on this window. Constraints like XDC file, that is pin detail file, can be available on these constraints. Similarly, simulation test bench files can be available on this window, simulation sources, and all those files property can be viewed on this. Here we have a project summary where complete project information is available, like synthesis, implementation, timing, power. So all the informations that we are doing, that is available on this window. Now we are going to create a new source. Either you can go and select add source here, or that is available here, or that is also available here. Okay, do the add source and select add or create design source. Click next, and here select create file. If you have existing source, we can go for that add file. Here we are going to simply create new source with the HDL as an option and make it as half adder. Okay, the location of the file we can keep it as a default, so that half adder.vhd was created. Click finish. Once you do that, it will ask for that input outputs IO port definition. Here you can declare that what are all the inputs, what are all the output pins that we are going to assign. So like A, B are the inputs and sum and carry are the outputs. We can make the direction as out and click OK. Now we have that source file created as halfadder.phd. So when we click on that, we have that file open. Here you can see that initially VHDL file starts with the library IEEE library. Then after that we have a entity. Entity consists of input and output we have selected. That is, A is an input with standard logic, B input, sum and carry output. So under architecture, this is the default syntax of HDL. So under architecture, after begin, we have to declare its function that sum is equal to A XOR B. Similarly, carry equals A and B. And end behavioral. So this is the simple code. So even though it is not behavioral, that by default its name was mentioned as behavioral. So we can leave it as it is. We can save this HDL file. Then we have to create a constraint, new constraint, that is pin assignment for this HDL. So this is simply going to generate the logic. We have to say on Spartan 7 board which pin should be assigned to A and which should be to B, and sum and carry what are all the pins. So go to that new source again and add or create constraints, click next, in which we have to select a create source, again name it as half adder. Okay, finish. So this simply create an editor with the name halfadder.xdc. So this is a simple editor. So we have to assign that constraint file that can be directly copied from our website. So you can you have to go to our website, product 8 Spartan 7 FPGA development board. There you can, under product documents, you go to XDC file or pin details. Within that you have that XDC file for Spartan 7. The complete information is there. You can copy the required XDC file. For example, AB inputs can be provided through slide switch or push button. So I am taking the two slide switches for A and B, copy this one and paste it here. Similarly, that to view the sum and carry output, I am selecting two LEDs. So SW0 I am assigning it as A and SW1 will be assigned with B, and it is assigned to sum, and LED 1 is assigned to carry. Once this is done, save it. Next step would be, either you can do simulation. For doing simulation you have to create a test bench coding. We don't require for implementing it on hardware. So we can straight away go for run synthesis. So click OK. It will synthesize the design. you can see at the top right corner you have that whatever the process that is running, that can be seen on this right corner, that is running synthesis design. At the bottom you have that option, again you can view what is happening. If there is any error or warning, you can see that details in that window. So synthesis complete. Next step would be implementation. This dialog box open and ask whether we have to do implementation or we can open the synthesis design and view. So we simply select OK, do that. So it automatically go for implementation step. So synthesis design we can view. After doing synthesis, you can view the schematics, how the design was implemented. That synthesis, what it will do is, it will convert that HDL coding into gate level netlist. So here it converts that HDL coding into LUT format. It takes LUT number 2 with that AB is given shared with two things, and here XOR gate was implemented, and the top AND gate was implemented within this LUT. Okay. Now next step would be, after implementation design, we have to go for generate bitstream. Click OK and do it. This entire step can be done by simply selecting a generate bitstream. Instead of running synthesis implementation step by step, we can straight away run generate bitstream. That process also going to run synthesis implementation and generate bitstream only. Once the bitstream generation complete, then we can open the hardware manager and connect the kit and program. Okay, now it asks for open implementation design, view report, open the hardware manager. Simply select open hardware manager and click OK. Here next step would be connecting the hardware. Plug the USB cable, turn on the kit, then click auto connect. Program. So that half adder dot bit was selected, program. So program gets downloaded. So we can verify the output on hardware, that both the AB inputs are low, output is low, sum and carry are low. If I toggled A input, sum is high, or B input, again sum is high. When both the switches are on, carry is high. Both the switches are off, both sum and carry are low.